Hey guys, so I've got another little package here to open up, and full disclaimer, this has already been opened by my partner, but we're gonna take a look anyway. Couldn't wait, wanted to use the equipment for a shoot, and so that's happened. So this isn't technically an unboxing. However, it is still seeing what's in the box. So let's take a look and see how we feel about this. This SIRUI handle is pretty much a necessary must for anybody who is looking to get serious about shooting with a heavier camera. This is what you do get inside of the packaging. We get all these pieces here. Again, it's already been opened, so I can't really show you all the exciting stuff that this was packed in. As you can see, you're not missing much. So what do we get when you purchase this product? Well, here's the nut and bolts of it. You get the awesome handle, and yes, it is made of aluminum. It's very nice material. This rubber has a solid grip feel. I've got a pretty big hand. I'm 6 foot, so my hand fits on it pretty nicely. If you have smaller hands, it might be a little more cumbersome, but I'll tell you what, you could probably grip around it. This is still gonna be better than holding onto the side of a camera in most cases. Obviously, what you got here is it's ambidextrous, so we can do some adjustments with the handles that we have down there. We take a look, we've got a cold shoe, I think these are the 3/16, I don't remember the number. 1/4-20. These little straps here are actually made for hand straps. So if you want to lasso things onto it, you can even use little straps to put carabiners and cables off of it, which is super awesome. We've done before. You got more down here at the bottom, right here and here. Listen to this material. Can you hear it? It's awesome. It's a really nice, solid weighted feel, but it's not too heavy. Because of the little bit of dig outs they've done here, they've saved a little bit of space. I almost forgot to showcase you this. This is not the Allen key that comes with it. The only thing I would say about this Allen key that pops down here is it's a little hard to get out with your fingers. So it's magnetized, it doesn't come out, which is super awesome, but trying to grab it is a little difficult. I think the original went out a little bit past here. Obviously that's been lost, so I can't speak to that. Don't fault us for it, but it is a cool concept. It goes in there. That's the little magnet that is holding it. And yeah, this is the same sort of one you would use for your 1/4-20, which is gonna work on each one of these pieces here. Let's take a look at the other items we get inside the package. This is obviously your NATO rail. You can put this on any cage that you want to. So this allows you to attach the NATO handle. And this is the NATO handle. Thing I love about these, don't forget they got the spring loaded, so if you do get caught in a bind, you can always move it along and twist it. So if you don't have that much movement, that's what's super awesome about that. They've applied it here. Same sort of solid metal finish, all aluminum, lovely stuff. And then here we go. I think this is called like an ARRI locating mount or something like that. This uses the big thread. This is the 3/16 or whatever. It's not the smaller 1/4-20. And then we can change this. As you can see, it's ambidextrous, so each one of these can be put on either side of the camera depending on which way you work, which is super awesome. I think kind of a must for camera handles. There was a lot of handles that came out early in the days that were not ambidextrous, and that was super annoying. That's not one thing you have to deal with this. And then you get your SIRUI card and some nonsense in here, but these are the screws to put on this NATO rail here. I don't know, if you've seen any of my content before, you know I'm a big SIRUI fan. They do really good work. I do not doubt this is gonna last for the long haul. SIRUI is super awesome. I would endorse anything from them any day of the week. That's pretty much my thoughts on this. Let's go ahead and take a look at it on the cage. I have an empty cage here, so we're gonna speed through and I'm gonna mount this on so we can take a look at what it looks like on a cage. All right, I've gone ahead and mounted everything onto the couple of pieces that I need to. So I got the NATO mount mounted there. You can see, you can kind of configure it with depending on the holes you have. I can slide up and down a little bit. It has these little detent pins that will allow it to slide on. I've chosen the left side to imagine that this camera was being held with this left hand, give a little extra. And little pro tip here, I put this at the back so that it was accessible from my perspective as the camera operator. Obviously, I could have put this in the other way and it would have been out there. I don't know, just a little thing that you may want to consider. Not a big deal, but obviously it'll still work. It just slides on. Clip works like that, super solid. And this is kind of what I was talking about with the spring loaded. So say for instance, your camera was there blocking that screw from going all the way around. What's really cool is you can, see, spring it out, twist it back this way, and I can tighten, and that's about as tight as I can get it, see? And if I need to move it around, it hasn't moved at all. It's just the spring-loaded thing that allows me to move it. Again, if you've used NATO, you've probably seen that on a lot of good equipment, but yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. It's super handy. It gives you just that little bit of extra dexterity. You got your record button here, and you could be able to run and move and gun. Again, light enough but solid enough to be a super useful piece of kit to be involved. I think it's under 25 bucks, so total steal when getting this thing. We have links down in Amazon, for Amazon, down in the description. Obviously, if you want to catch one out, you can see we obviously endorse it entirely because we use this at our studio already. We use it on shoots for clients. This thing is a great piece of kit. Again, comes with the multi option, and it's ambidextrous, which is super cool too. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts and how I feel about that whole piece. NATO, SIRUI, handle, should you get it? Probably. It's super awesome. It's a pretty standard piece of kit. If you don't like handles, then don't worry about it. As I said before, link in the description, check it out if you feel like it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.